everyone, my name is Eden. I'm here at Blissful.Energy in Melbourne, Florida. And today we are going to do a stretch for our upper body. It'll be about 10 or 15 minutes. This will be for our head, neck, shoulders, and upper back. Alright, so if you're ready, go ahead and grab a mat and maybe a bottle of water, and let's get started. Alright, so first we're going to start by sitting in the middle of the mat. You can do crisscross applesauce, or you can do your lotus pose, or you can have your feet out in front of you, so straight legs, depending on where you are today. If you have a lot of stuff going on in the hips, you can definitely just straighten your legs, no worries. But I'm just going to cross my legs. And first we're just going to take a couple breaths here. So go ahead, we're going to activate our Ujjayi breath, breathing in through our nose and breathing out through our nose. A couple more breaths just like that. Maybe one more breath, setting that intention for our practice today. And then we can open our eyes if we had them closed. We're going to bring our chin to chest, ear to shoulder, looking up, other ear to shoulder, and then chin to chest. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathing in on the way up, breathing out on the way down. And let's pause whenever we bring our chin to chest again. Look up, make sure you're not dizzy, make sure you're feeling good. And then we're going to do the other side 3 times as well. So chin to chest. I'm going to go opposite ear to opposite shoulder, breathing in, looking up, breathing out as we go ear to shoulder, and then chin to chest. So breathing in on the way up, and out on the way down. One more. All right, let's come all the way back up. We're going to bring our hands to our shoulders, and we're going to do little rounds. So I'm going towards the back, and you want to bring your shoulder blades together so they kind of pinch and then pull them apart. So we're really focusing on our shoulders, our shoulder blades. We're doing 5 rounds towards the back. And then we're going to do 5 rounds towards the front. Whenever you're going, pulling your elbows back, you can really open that chest up towards the ceiling. This practice is all about feeling the body, seeing what you need today. All right, we're going to place our hands down by our sides. I'm going to walk one hand towards the side. We're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, I'm lifting the other hand up and over, and I'm leaning. So I want to keep this hip on the ground. Breathing in, breathing out, looking past that elbow. You might be able to bring the bottom elbow towards the ground, but if it lifts your hip up, just don't even worry about it. Feel that side body stretch. And on the next exhale, windmill your hands over to the other side, slowly but surely. Looking past that top elbow. 2 more breaths here. And then all the way back up. Awesome job. All right, so now let's bring our feet out in front of us. We're just gonna do a forward fold. So bringing your arms up and over, breathing in. We're gonna breathe out and reach. Two more breaths here. Looking up as you breathe in and nose to knee as you breathe out. Of course, your nose does not have to touch the knee, just going towards that direction. Alright, whenever you're ready, we're going to sit all the way back up and we're going to actually come onto our hands and knees. So, wrists are directly under shoulders, knees are directly under hips. We're going to do our cat-cows about 5 to 10 times. This is just really going to warm up our back. So breathing in, dropping that belly down, looking up, up, up. Breathing out, pressing that belly button towards the spine, rounding the spine as much as possible. So breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, looking in. Let's do this 4 more times. Slowly. Alright, and whenever you're ready, come to a flat back. What we're going to do now is threading the needle. So I want you to bring one arm out to the side, straight, and then we're going to place it between your leg and your arm. And we're actually going to lay on this shoulder and this ear. So breathing in, breathing out, reaching. My hand is flat on the ground. And now, let me go ahead and do that on the other side so you can see me. This hand that's in front of my face, I'm going to take it, I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to place it on my low back, or you might even be able to slide it all the way down to your thigh, wherever you are today. So breathing in, breathing out. If your hand is on your low back, I want you to bring that shoulder up a little bit so you can look up at the ceiling. This is a great stretch. And on the next exhale, go ahead and bring that hand that's on your low back, place it right in front of your face, and we're going to press into that hand, lifting our head, neck, and shoulder. And now we're going to do the other side. So once again, lifting that arm up and threading the needle on the exhale. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, bring that hand that's in front of your face, turn it around, and place it on your low back. Or you might be able to bring it all the way around to your thigh. So 3 to 4 breaths here. And go ahead and lift that shoulder up, looking towards the ceiling. And on the next exhale, go ahead and bring that hand all the way back in front of your face. We're going to press into that hand, lifting up. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to place our hands, or our elbows down on the ground. So it needs to be 1 arm length apart. So if you bring your hands and you're touching your other arms, you're perfect. And then we're going to intertwine our hands, tuck those toes. We're going to breathe in. And as we breathe out, we're going to lift those hips. Go ahead and just shake your head, neck, release, relax. Make sure your shoulders are down. Two more breaths here. If you need movement, you can walk the dog or puppy. This is a puppy pose. Or a dolphin. Some people call it a dolphin pose. And then on the next exhale, let's slide those shoulders forward into a plank, but on your elbows. Hold it for 2 breaths. And then let's go ahead and lay on our belly. Great job. All right, so we're going to reach our hands forward. And what I would like for you to do is we're going to lift one hand up and then the opposite leg. So we're going for a swim. Breathing in, breathing out, switching. Breathing in the position, breathing out, switching. And if you still have your ujjayi breath activated, keep on ujjayiing it. One more on each side. Alright, and let's go ahead and place our hands in front of our face. Relax for a second. That was really great work. Just really connects both sides of the brain. Alright, so let's go ahead and place our elbows directly under our shoulders. We're going to have our hands flat on the ground. I'm rolling those shoulder blades down my back and I'm looking up. So chest is opening up. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to bend one knee. I'm going to reach around with the same side hand. And then I'm going to do it to the other side too. So I'm coming into bow pose. So I'm pulling my ankles down, but then I'm going to press my ankles into my hands. It's going to lift my upper body up. My legs are going up a little bit, and that's totally okay. So breathing in and out. Really pressing those legs. It's just going to open up your chest. Alright, go ahead and release those legs down, bring your hands forward, and we're actually going to bring them right under your shoulders. Breathing in, looking up, breathing out. We're going to press our hands into the mat, lifting our upper body as much as possible, and breathing here. Let's go ahead and tuck those toes, lift those hips, downward facing dog. So in downward facing dog, make sure your feet are hip width apart, full palm is pressed into the ground, relaxing your head, neck, and shoulders, and pressing your chest towards your thighs. We can even drive our heels down, but be careful of that. You don't want to injure yourself. And if you can't stay still, you can always walk the dog, bending one knee and then the other. 3 more breaths here. And then go ahead and bring your knees back to the ground. We're going to flatten our feet and bring our hips back to our heels. I like to bring my hands out in front of me in child's pose, placing your forehead on the ground. So here we're going to pull the mat towards us to get that shoulder stretch that we're looking for. Or we can even bring our hands into prayer position, bringing our elbows up a little bit and bending our elbows so that our prayer is on our back. 3 more breaths in this position. And on the next exhale, let's go ahead and bring our hands forward. We're actually going to come around and sit on our bum. So we're going to do reverse tabletop. Hands are behind us, pointing towards us. Feet are hip width apart. We're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, we lift those hips, drop your head back, and relax. So we can stay here. If you're feeling that stretch in your shoulders, your arms, then you're there. Stay there. Now, if you're not, then maybe you can rock a bit back and forth, not side to side, back and forth. Be careful of your knees, be careful of your shoulders specifically. Keep your head and neck relaxed. 2 more breaths here. And then we're going to sit all the way down. Let's bring our legs forward and lay all the way down. All right. Yay. We're down. All right. So here we're going to do a plow position. Now, I don't usually do plows in my class because they can be dangerous. So plow with caution, right? All right. So first, my hands are reaching past my hips, so they're down by my sides. I'm looking directly towards the ceiling. Do not be looking around. Your neck is what you want to protect, okay? And I'm going to scoot down a little bit. If the wall is close to your head, then it's probably not going to work. All right. So, since I don't have it in my daily practice either, so it might not be so good. So, breathing in, breathing out, we're going to lift those legs up, right? Take a breath in the position, and as we breathe out, we're going to lift our legs all the way up. Hips are up. I'm supporting my hips with my hands with my elbows. Looking straight up at your feet. Breathing in, breathing out. I'm going to bring those feet towards the ground behind me. I'm going to clasp my hands behind my back and press them into the ground. This is going to lift my hips a little bit. And this is plow position. Let's breathe here, 3 to 4 more breaths. And on the next exhale, unclasp your hands, bring them to your low back. Let's go ahead and bring one leg up and then the other. And then we're going to let our hips slide down Legs all the way down to the ground. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so bringing your legs out long, we're going to bring one ear to one shoulder. So I'm going to do it on this side. One ear to one shoulder. I'm going to reach this hand out to the side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring it diagonal and kind of pull the ground towards you. And if you're not feeling that stretch there, then you can even bring your other hand, your opposite hand, on your other ear and pull your neck just a little bit, just so you feel it. So I'm pulling my hand and I'm going diagonal on the ground. So I feel that stretch. 3 to 5 breaths here. And on the next exhale, let's go ahead, release your head, bring your hands down by your sides, and we're going to do it on the other side. So other ear to other shoulder. Bringing that hand to a diagonal, pulling the ground towards you as we kind of bring that hand down towards our body until we feel that stretch. If you're not feeling that stretch at all, bring the other hand onto the side of your face. Press it down just a little. Okay, you're going to feel that neck stretch. Two more breaths here. And go ahead and release that head. Let's bring it back to center. We're going to go chin to shoulder now. So turning your head all the way chin to shoulder. We can stay here, or we can bring that same side hand and press that chin a little closer to the ground, whatever you prefer. We can also pull the floor towards us with the other hand. It's just these little movements that are gonna really stretch out that neck. Don't go too far. You always want to take care of your neck. And on the exhale, come back to center. Now let's go ahead, bring that chin over to the other side. We can bring the other hand onto that ear, pressing that chin towards the floor just a little more, but not too much. We can even bring the floor towards us a little bit. All right, on the next exhale, let's bring our head so we're looking straight at the ceiling. Place one hand on our belly and one hand on our heart. And just relax into the floor. on the next inhale, let's lift our arms over our head, wiggling our fingers, wiggling our toes. We can turn over onto one side and pause for a second. And then slowly sit all the way up. I hope that you feel relaxed and just lovely. This is perfect stretch for after arm day, a nice cool down, or after you've done a couple massages like I just did. And I hope that your arms and neck feel great. I hope you don't overdo it, because it is easy to overdo the neck area. Just be safe. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you have a great day, and namaste.